but just about mindset, I feel. So Vladimir Klitschko, even though we've been in the ring and we were enemies to a certain degree, I feel like we have a lot of mutual respect, and that's the great thing about boxing, is that you do go to war, however you shake each other's hands after. Me and Vladimir kept a good relationship, and he's just been in the game for such a long time. I keep myself around boxing people who know the game, and any type of information and knowledge can lead me on to success. So he passed on a lot of his experiences, which play a part in my mental preparation.
AJ, Ade Oladipo here for ESPN Africa. As a fellow Nigerian, extrememi proud of what you've done today.
Thank you so
much.
much.
All of Nigeria has gone crazy. What inspired the ring walk music today?
So when I went to Nigeria, I met Femi Akuti. And more so than his music, the conversation he gave me, he sat me down and he spoke to me about some of the good things in Nigeria, some of the issues in Nigeria and so on. And when I went back, I listened to some of his music, and that song, Fight to Win, really has deep meaning, And then his father, Fela, my dad always listened to him, but when we were sparring, I'm one of them guys that just put the song on repeat. It's quite annoying for everyone else, but I'm a simple kind of guy, so I was just repeating that song on loop. And what I wanted to do was just create the same environment that I had in training, coming to the ring. So it was just stuff that I listened to while I'm preparing. So when I'm sparring 12 rounds and stuff like that, we have the music playing in the background. There's about 50 people screaming, and it was just to create the same environment so I'm comfortable walking to the ring and it's not new to me.
Anthony.
Hello.
What did you and Ruiz say when you guys had that moment in the ring? You guys kind of hugged, talked it out a little bit. What was that? What did you guys say, and what was that moment like?
I said, never give up. I just told him to never give up. It's tough. You're a great man, first of all. And you're a great champion as well. But I told him to never give up and just keep on chasing his dream. Boxing's really tough, you know, but he's created his own history, he's created his own legacy. And I created mine tonight, and I'm glad we could both play a part in each other's legacy. So I just kind of gave him a pat on the back and said, I'm sure I'll see you again.
Coogan?
Hi, Anthony.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you, brother.
The WBO have put out that you will have to...
In 180 days.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Alexander Usyk.
No problem.
No chance that belt gets vacated then?
No, there's an IBF mandatory, there's a WBO mandatory. Tonight's about celebrating the victory, and as he's always done, his first mandatory was Kubrat Pulev. He pulled out. He faced Carlos Takam on a week's notice. His WBA mandatory was Alexander Povetkin. Nobody wanted to fight Alexander Povetkin at the time. He took care of that mandatory as well. Kubrat Pulev is the IBF mandatory. Alexander Usyk is a WBO mandatory, and I see him wanting to take both of those fights as well. So we'll have to speak to the governing body, see who goes first, and then deal with that. Anthony will have a nice Christmas and holiday. We'll work behind the scenes and plan for the future.
Christmas, yeah, but holiday, I'm still training. That's the key to this business, is stay active, stay in the gym. So I learned, you know, being heavily promoting boxing, when I become champion after 16 fights, isn't it, like fighting twice a year, when a fighter needs to develop, like 24 fights, I think they should fight for a championship. I learned that you can't spend a lot of time out of the gym. You have to kind of stay consistent. So a little holiday, yeah, but I'm going to stay consistent because that's going to lead me to another victory and another defense of my title.
AJ, congrats tonight.
Thank you.
Andy, straight after the fight, said that he would be happy to see any potential third fight back here in Saudi Arabia. Are you happy with that prospect as well?
The great thing is his view on Saudi Arabia. That's a positive because he was a bit wary at first, so it's nice to see that he's changed his opinion. Has everyone had a good time here? I think everyone's had a good time here, which is nice. So it's a neutral ground, neutral territory, so if he's keen, Alexander, Usyk, Pulev, Ruiz, I don't want to mention the other guy's name, you know who they are, but when they're ready, you know, I fought a lot of great names on my record, and I've beaten some good names as well, and I'm looking forward to taking on more challenges, and Andy's still on that list because I think we make for good music. He's a good dancing partner.
AJ, congratulations here.
Hello, how are you?
Boris Jovicic, RTL Television, Croatia. Is there a wish to unite all the belts
the Deontay Wilder fight?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to, definitely. I've united four. It's hard, it's difficult to keep them, it's difficult to unite them. I'm sure PBC were desperately rooting for Andy to win. But we came and put a little spanner in their works. But we'll see what happens, man. I'd love to unite the belts, but I think me chasing, same as in the fight, sometimes if I'm chasing the right hand or I'm chasing the left hook, it may come crashing down, and I realize that chasing that fight wasn't playing into my benefit. So I'm just gonna let the path take its course. I've got great people managing me. I've got a great team. And when the opportunity presents itself to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, you know me.
Anthony, your left.
Hello.
Salvador Rodriguez from ESPN. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And then, do you feel that this victory was a kind of different after your first loss? Do you feel that this is like a refreshment in your career after the win, and KO?
Yeah, it's nice to KO. Like, there was times that I looked in Andy's eyes and I wanted to put my fist through his head. But then I thought to myself, this is boxing, you know? I need to win for myself. I need to show people that this is the sweet science of the sport as well. It's not like a script where they say Anthony's gonna go. It's not wrestling. This is real life. And it's dangerous, so I have to box to my game plan. And my coaches, they devised a great strategy, and I trusted in them and I followed it through. So even though I took my loss, I took it like a man. I understood where I went wrong, and I keep on comparing it to an exam. When you take your exam, if you fail the first time, you study and you prepare better the next time. And I just knew with all of my preparation, my education and discipline, I just knew I was going to pass this exam against Andy.
Last question, guys.
Hello.
So Anthony, you've had such a roller coaster year where there was a low and now you're ending on a high.
It wasn't a low. Let's not look at it like that.
It was a learning, so you had a roller
Learning,
coaster
it's a
year, you had a
learning
learning
experience.
experience,
Yeah,
and
it's a learning
now
experience,
you've had such a high experience, you've regained your belts. What did you learn about yourself during this year?
What did I learn about myself? Nothing new. Nothing new. This is just what I'm built for. I just like fighting. It's a shame because everyone likes me fighting when I'm winning, but hates me when I lost. But for me personally, looking at myself in the mirror, I just love fighting. So I didn't learn anything new. Before boxing, I was a little fighter. I started boxing. I continued to fight, and I just learned that I still love the game. That's all it is. It's a really difficult job. You know, I'd love to get in there and smack a man and lay him out, but these guys are highly skilled athletes, and I just love preparing for a good challenge. I just didn't learn much except for I just love fighting, and this is all I have. This is all I've got, so I just really discipline myself for it.
Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Joshua, two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Guys, can we ask the British dailies to bring up chairs to the front here? We're going to have a huddle, and then we'll do a YouTube huddle as well after that as well. No, guys. British writers only right now, please. Thank you. Please step back. Thank you.
How are you guys? You okay?
Can you turn the mics off, please, at the back? Thank you.